책임, 정성, 성실 이 세 가지의 마음가짐으로 26년간 한 길만을 걸어왔습니다. 풍부한 회계 경험을 가진 전문 회계팀으로 구성된 김영희 공인회계법인, 섬세한 세무 지식을 바탕으로 고객님 믿음에 정성껏 보답하겠습니다.
Take a photo, right? Yeah, sure. Yeah. Take a photo, sure. Please. Come on in here. Everyone. Thank you. Good? Okay. Sit over here. Right.
Honorable Chris Alexander, thank you very much for your coming.
Thank you. Just this past Tuesday, a few short days ago, Prime Minister Harper announced that our government has completed negotiations for a free trade agreement with South Korea, further strengthening the bonds between our great nations. Far-reaching, and we are absolutely confident that our free trade agreement with South Korea will create jobs, opportunities, and benefit workers, consumers, and businesses on a very significant scale in both of our countries. So this is a very proud moment for Canada. We all understand that global interdependence, the exchanges of goods, services, and indeed people around the world, the global networks and supply chains to which our country belongs, to which our country is in many sectors so central, are helping us as a country to scale new heights, to achieve a higher standard of living, a better quality of life for all of our people, and that these opportunities will, if we seize them, if we take advantage of them, will be of even greater benefit to generations to come. And that is why we, in the Government of Canada, in today's Government of Canada, are staunch advocates of the unfettered flow of commerce, people, ideas, and goods around the world. Canada-South Korea two-way merchandise trade today is robust, $10.1 billion in 2012. Thanks to the new agreement signed on Tuesday, we will be able to do more with ample room for these trade numbers to grow. And even the conservative estimates done by analysts to date show that they will grow dramatically. This agreement, our very first in Asia, will boost Canada's economy by $1.7 billion. That is the agreed analysis that we have to date. It will increase Canadian exports to South Korea by 32% and create thousands of jobs all across this country. As Prime Minister Harper has noted, the Canada-Korea Free Trade Agreement will serve as a gateway to the larger Asia-Pacific region. And for Korea to be the first partner with whom we have free trade in Asia is a truly historic agreement that I think speaks to the depth of our ties and the shared vision that we have of where future jobs, growth, and opportunity will come from. Ladies and gentlemen, under the leadership of Prime Minister Harper, our government remains focused on creating those jobs, sustaining and increasing growth, and securing long-term prosperity for all parts of our country. We know that our companies cannot grow, and companies of the future will not choose to locate here if we are not a good place to do business, which means low taxes, value for the money one pays in one's taxes, and we're very proud of our record as a government to date in making Canada a very competitive, a very attractive jurisdiction in which to do business. We need to be agile, nimble. We need to seize opportunities when they're available. We need to make the serious effort, the determined effort, the careful effort that unlocks future opportunities. And that's just what we have done this week with the Prime Minister's historic visit to sign this agreement in principle for free trade with Korea. We need to be bold and daring in our approaches to expanding trade under the leadership of Prime Minister Harper and with strong support from his Trade Minister, Ed Fast. That is our government's record to date. And this is what the Canada-Korea Free Trade Agreement is all about. We are both exporting countries, export-oriented countries that depend on strong trading relationships with our major partners and around the world. We have seen Korea show leadership not just with Canada in signing this free trade agreement, but through the agreement that was signed with the United States, with the European Union. Those achievements together have given South Korea, I think, a very strong reputation as a free trade country. Canada, despite the protectionist pressures of the last several years around the world, caused to some extent by the international financial crisis, has remained under this government committed to free trade. And so for us to link up with Korea through a bilateral free trade agreement of our own is absolutely natural. And it will complement the other efforts that we have underway. You know that we have free trade agreements with several countries, Pacific Rim countries, in Latin America, who are very interested in the Trans-Pacific Partnership. You know that we have other strong bilateral economic relationships with China and Japan in Asia, which we are hoping to broaden and deepen and liberalize as well. But the bottom line is, our first free trade agreement in Asia will now be with Korea. And that will ensure that the Canada-Korea economic relationship remains one of the foundation stones of our economic agenda in Asia. It makes sense, given the record of both countries, the commitment of both countries to free trade. It will be of enormous benefit because both of our economies are large, well over trillion-dollar economies in their own right. And it also helps to set the groundwork for even larger agreements to come, such as the Trans-Pacific Partnership. Thanks, everyone.
Excellent job.
Thank
Good
you.
effort.